Hello everybody, and today our little overview tip trip video here is about the modules. We did a video a while ago where we talked about how to get XP, talked about another video about how to use it, and in this video we're going to talk about how to spend the money on the modules that you unlock. So what you do, we're going to pick Mickey Mouse here, my catapult, my catapult A1, because we want we got a bunch of LRM5s on this puppy that we want him to fire a lot faster. So right now, with the quirks we got on this guy, we got the missile cooldown at 10%. We got the missile heat generation at minus 10%. So she already creates less heat. Missiles are firing a lot faster. Then the velocity of our LRMs and the spread have been increased. So the spread itself is reduced, meaning that if I fire off a group of 5 missiles, 20 missiles, 100, they'll group a lot better, kind of like a shotgun, right? When you fired it, you want to get nice tight grouping of rounds when you fire off a shotgun, for example. But as it goes in, it gets further away. They kind of space out. Well, missiles do the same thing. The further your target, the more they spread out. So one of the things you want to do with this guy is look at the quirks as well when you're picking up your modules. So with that, we're looking at missile cooldown, missile heat generation, LRM5, because that's what we want on it. Velocity and spread are reduced. So we know already our missiles are going to be more clumped together. They're going to be firing a lot faster. They're actually going to be literally in the air a lot faster, like actually going towards the target faster, and they create a lot less heat generation. With that in mind, we're going to go into the configure screen, and you'll see over here there's an option there that says modules. So that's what we want to do. Now, first thing we know one of the things we're going to need is our, is we're going to be a target, basically, is what I wanted to say. So, for this guy, we only have one mech module right now. Later on, as I showed in the skills video, you can unlock additional. It'll actually down here, it'll say mech / weapon module. So you can put another weapon module on it, or another mech module on it. So what we want to do in this case is put a radar deprivation model or a module on this guy, just for now. I probably won't keep it on there long. You'll notice that some of this shit's really expensive. The one we'd probably want is sensor range, to be honest with you. But 2 million, yeah, it's a lot of money. Next, we're going to go to our weapon modules. So we already know LRM5s. LRM5s is what we want. So we're going to go to LRM5 cooldown. Now, you can't put on 2 LRM5 cooldown modules and make it better that way. So you can't, like this LRM5 module, it's 12%. You can't put on 2 of them to make it 24%. They don't stack. Just the one will do. So we're going to put the LRM5 cooldown on there. So already we have an additional 12% to our cooldown to our missiles. And then what we're going to do, we already know that the LRM5 is the only weapon we have on this guy. So we're going to get range. And we're going to put the LRM5 range module on this guy. Now, since we're in a supportive role for this guy, one of the things we're going to want to do is put consumables on him. Meaning that we want to put either RD strikes, airstrikes, or UAVs. In this case, because we're mostly an LRM boat, we want... cool, I have a advanced UAV. We'll put a UAV on here and an airstrike. And we'll set it to auto refill. That just means whenever it's done, it'll automatically charge you if you use it. So basically we're looking at about 80k per match if we use them. Which could add up depending on how well you're doing in a match. If you're pulling down 140 grand, it will chew in. So I'd say use them. Oh no, sorry, it's 40. Yeah, it's 80 grand. So it's one of those things where you want to use them, but at the same time, if you don't need to, don't. And there you go. That's it. Basically, you just pick your modules with the type of weapons you have, or also what you want to do, and that's it. To be 100% honest with you, there's not much to it. Yeah, there's not much more to say. As I said, pick your modules out, so you'll see what the weapons you're using. and also your tactics. One of the things I have to say is on my Thunderbolt, seismic sensor is always I have on that. So I've got the medium pulse cooldown, medium pulse range as my modules because it goes with the quirks. Then I also have seismic sensor on there as well. So that really does a big, kind of like a big, basically a big punch in the face to somebody, because that guy just runs around just basically killing people. So with that in mind, thanks for watching. I know this video was quite short, but pretty much modules are that easy. As I said, you just come over here, module slot, and pick out what you want. As I said, the price for all of them is pretty much for each one's the same, unless you're in, for example, the mech slots. Then they can get quite hefty, around 6 million each. Some of them I think are 14. Where are they? Oh, no, sorry. I was thinking of the consumables. Some of them can get pretty pricey these things get pretty pricey when it comes to GXP when you're unlocking them. But yeah, for example, consumables, it's 40k for a consumable if it's not MC related. Usually the cool shot is the cool shot 6 is usually that one. But the weapon modules are all the same. They're all 3 million cooldown, range, and all that. The miscellaneous ones, are the ones that are the most. They're 4 million. To be 100% honest, you'll barely ever use this one. This one, you might use it if you're running specifically a narc mech, like your Ravens, stuff like that. So as I said, that's it. Quick little video on modules, where to find them, how to put them on, and where to buy them. As I said, you unlocked them in the previous video there with your GXP. So thanks for watching. I know this was kind of anticlimactic and quick and easy. I'm dragging it on a little bit to kind of round out the time. But thanks for watching. Bye bye.